Attempting to break Guinness World Records has been the new order of the day. We've had several people. Ace Liam is currently trying to break the record of the world youngest artist. We've had Afua Santua to do the singathon. We've had Adusafua. Adusafua is now about to do the speechathon. We've had Patrick Amenuvo try to do a standathon, but then failed within 2 hours, and several more others. And of course, we've had a lipstick marathon by an individual. But today, interestingly, I just heard of it today, which is a readathon. And he is no other than Benedictus. How are you, Benedictus?
Yeah, I'm doing good by the grace of the Almighty God.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you also.
All right. Now tell us more about your reading marathon.
Okay, when we say read aloud marathon, it simply refers to reading a text out loud, and the text must not be a less than 2 minute content. That's what qualifies it to be called what? A text. So we'll be going for a number of days using that.
Okay, how many days?
You're going on a 9 days.
Which is how many hours now?
216 hours.
Wow. But have you tried, because I believe that before anyone picks up something to do, like we've had Afua Santua, we've had the lipstick marathon, I believe that you might have probably started something in your room, try to do it for some days. Have you done that?
Yes. We've been doing rehearsals every week. We try to do some couple of rehearsals with my team, so we've been preparing towards that in terms of physical, spiritual, and any other way. We've been doing it.
Okay, and it has been successful so far.
It has been successful because I believe that for someone to get somewhere or anything you intend to achieve, your perseverance or consistency in practicing ahead of time is what defines you at the end of the day. So I know that day, God being so good, is going to be successful.
Okay, but the big question, why a reading marathon? You could have chosen to do any of the other challenges in the Guinness World Record book, but then you decided to do a reading marathon. Why?
Okay. First of all, I would say reading is a habit that has been cultivated in me right from time memorial. When I was a kid, my dad would come back from work with newspapers and storybooks, give it to me. My mom would come to me and motivate me to read that. If I'm done reading, she'll give me a gift. So all those things were gingering me to read. So I've been reading a lot. Where I'm currently working at Achimota Bright Future Academy, they are starting a project there that is what to enhance children read back. Because they realize that most kids can't read and most kids have issue reading. So they began teaching phonics, that is phonology. Yeah. Yes, they are training teachers to enhance phonology. So that if that is the case, reading is an issue in our place, then reading is an issue everywhere. Yeah. So I'm going to take it upon myself to go on a readathon to inculcate back into society the reading skills. Because if adult children are seeing the adult reading, definitely they're going to embark on that skill. That's why I went on this marathon.
Wow, interesting. But apart from that, at the end of the day, that you are trying to influence children to read more, is there any other motive?
Yes, so as to enhance our life. When we look at our libraries now, our libraries in most communities are not in good shape.
Sure.
So if you're able to inculcate back into these kids the reading habits, our libraries will be furnished by the various stakeholders that must be in charge of it.
Yeah. Okay. What are you actually reading? Is it anything that you lay your hands on? No, you're restricted to?
Yeah, not anything. I'm restricted to read a content that is not less than 2 minutes. For a content to be qualified to be read that day, it must not be less than 2 minutes. And maybe any book or any journal of literature, it can be an article or a poem, but must be published by the necessary authorities. Yes, the necessary authorities have received and have given the nod or approved your book. Yes. Okay.
So are you doing, just like how Afua Santua sought to try to put Ghana on the map by just singing Ghanaian songs, so are you also trying to read books authored by Ghanaians, or what have you done?
My motive is not only based in Ghana, but I'm trying to make sure that 80% or 90% of what I read that day is solely Ghanaian. I'll be reading books in our local dialect as well. That is the Tree, the Ewe and Co.
Oh, different languages.
Yes, I'll be reading books in English and as well as read a book in French.
Okay, yes, so you are fluent in, how many languages are you fluent in? Yeah, because I'm interested in how many languages, because you said Chi.
I'm fluent in Tree, both the Asante and the Kiapim one. So I'll be reading books from
you have Fanti?
Yes, I can't read the Fanti. I can read the Asante and the Kiapim Tree.
Okay.
And I'm being trained on how to read the Ewe. So it's become I'm reading books in the Ga and the Ewe. and yeah, the Ewe language and the French as well.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. French books as well.
Yes.
Not Spanish,
Not
Dutch.
Spanish, not Dutch.
Okay, all right. Now, I have this graphic with me here because I'm curious to see how it's going to go down that day. This is just like a preliminary sessions for you. So, I'm going to give you any, like this is just page 3 of Daily Graphic. So, we just want you to do something for us, for our viewers to know what we're expecting during the reading marathon.
Sure. Can I start?
Definitely.
Okay, sure. This follows the successful completion of the domestic debt exchange program in 2023, which saw the country swap domestic bonds worth 82 billion Ghana cedi for 12 new bonds at reduced coupon rates and larger tenors. It also comes 8 months after the executive board of the IMF approved the country's program, which aims to restore debt sustainability, and 3 months after the country had reached a staff-level agreement on the first review of the program. The ministry in the release said the development constituted a significant positive step towards restoring Ghana's long-term debt sustainability. It said the agreement also paved the way for the IMF Executive Board to approve the first review of the fund-supported program, allowing the next tranche of IMF financing of $600 million to be disbursed. The IMF board approval should also trigger the World Bank's board's consideration of $300 million development policy operation financing. In addition, the World Bank is expected to support the Ghana Financial Stability Fund with $250 million to help address the impact of the DDEP on the financial sector. The government is confident that this debt treatment, which entails significant flow relief during the program period, will allow for the allocation of additional financial resources towards critical public investment, particularly in healthcare, education, and infrastructure development, the Ministry of Finance said in a statement last Saturday. The ministry added that the terms of the agreed debt treatment were expected to be formalized in a memorandum of understanding between Ghana and official creditors, which would then be implemented through bilateral agreement with each member of the official creditor committee. The government of Ghana looks forward to further engaging with the official creditors to ensure prompt implementation of the agreed terms, the release noted. The official bilateral creditor committee, OCC, formed under the Paris Club, is co-chaired by France and China. The managing director of the IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, in a statement also welcomed the announcement, stating
that's a lot. That's a lot already.
Yeah.
But what if, whilst you're reading, a question came into mind. What if you omit one of the words? Because there are a lot of people where, especially these words are small. You'll be reading. I don't know how. Would you have them printed out? Whatever thing that you are reading.
I'll be reading right from the publisher's content. Some articles will be printed out, or I'll be taking some storybooks depending on the content that is supposed to be read.
Okay, so what if, like you're reading right now, what if you omitted one word? Does that still count? Because then you're supposed to read everything from this to, I presume you read to here. Assuming you omitted one word out of what you just read, does that still qualify?
Yes, Guinness World Record made us aware that their rules keeps on updating. So right now, with regards to the last few people that did it, there was no issue involved, but I can't afford to go into this game and lose, so I'll make sure that every word is read, because
every single word is read.
Every year, every second, the guidelines keep on updating. So we are being told that during the process, you must make sure that you are visiting the guidelines to make sure that you are actually in line with it.
Okay. Now, how did your friends, your people around you, how did they take it when you told them that you are embarking on this journey?
Most of them are happy. Those who don't know me that much think I can do, but those who know me that much know that I have what it takes to do, because this is not the first time I've gone in for something like this. I've done a couple of programs and attended a lot of events. But
then this is you lacking sleep.
Yes.
You wouldn't have your normal routine.
Yeah, normal routine.
Yes, for 4 hours most, you have just 20 minutes, which you might be able to do less with it.
Yes, please.
But you still think you're up for this?
Yes, I think I'm up for it, because I believe that as individuals, you have to give yourself certain challenges. And for those challenges, you have to put in certain strategies that may help or give you the edge over others. So I'm going to put in certain strategies that makes it
Okay, all
Good.
right. Before we wrap up, there's this conversation that comes on the back of, now there's the surge when it comes to people attempting to break world records. We moved from 350 just in January. We still keep on increasing according to our research database. But then there's this conversation which comes in where people are saying that all those, majority of the people trying to attempt are just trying to gain publicity. Well, obviously you are gaining publicity for something, but you agree with what the masses say about these record-breaking attempts?
I will agree and somehow not agree. Everyone has his or her own perception. When you are filling the forms on the app, you are on the portal, you are being told that one, is it for personal achievement, is it for brand awareness or co. I believe that in as much as
so which
possible,
one you choose, brand awareness or for personal achievement?
I choose personal achievement.
Okay.
I choose personal achievement. In as much as possible, the publicity may come. It depends on you. I'm doing this purposely to inculcate back into society the need for reading and to encourage our Ghanaian authors that still there is future for the literacy world.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this. It's not just for publicity's sake. It's
Okay.
just to make everyone feel unique. That's why I'm inculcating variety of cultures, or that I'm inculcating other tribes' languages into what I'm going to do. Please.
Okay, and the date again, so that our viewers...
The date is the 24th of March, 2024. Yeah. To the 1st of April, 2024.
That's April Fool Day. But then definitely we're not fooling anyone. We're definitely ending the marathon on that day. So on that note, Benedictus, I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
We'll definitely come rally our support behind you, and we're just telling you go for gold.
Okay, sure, please.
For JoyNews, I am Jacqueline Asuma Iyoboa.